And there's a kind of politics of distraction with this being real. And here's what I mean by that. The Trump administration just managed to give their mates $1.5 trillion out of the public purse because we are correctly focused on cultural, social, and identity issues, which are real and affect the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. And the price of us focusing our anger there is they, in the middle of the night, stole $1.5 trillion. That's what's going on. So there's loads of stuff that's wrong, but the more we focus on this stuff that's over here and fight amongst ourselves, which is what the liberal elites are doing, the more they walk off with more and more and more and undermine more of our capacity to intervene in the economy, undermine more of the capacity of the state to produce any public goods whatsoever. That's their game. Bannon says this all the time. I love identity politics because the left just rips its own face off over it and I win every time. And he's absolutely right. Maybe that explains why it is that people don't, and why it is that we don't have that many politicians coming forward in the mainstream saying, I've got it figured out, this is what you need to do. Because deep down inside, they know they're bullshitting too.
We're waiting for somebody. Who? Or a generation?
I'm waiting for a generation. That's exactly the right word. Look, Bernie is 105 or something like this, right? You know, just as Hillary might run again, he might run again, we'll have a rerun. It's the same old people who own everything, just like refusing to let go. Now, here's the thing that, as I said before, there are more millennials now than there are boomers, but boomers have all the assets and vote twice as much and will vote for asset preservation, which screws everybody else down the line. Millennials need to, and also even beyond millennials, whatever that generation is, they now outnumber these boomers. They need to show up. They need to take control of the Democratic Party. They need to take control. And you see this actually, you begin to see this in Britain with the Labour Party. They need to take control of the Labour Party. They're the ones that need to set the agenda in terms of their priorities. They need to show up, politicise, argue, get organised, and stop just saying, oh, it's all pointless, or reading online media, which is completely distorted because it triggers your dopamine rush to have your preferences satiated. Right? So think for yourself, get forward, organise, start voting en masse, become the generation that we need, because there's so much that's positive, right? Think about technology. We started with this one, right? Oh, technology is going to destroy all these jobs. Right, I gave you the example of the prosciutto factory, right? Just as one piece of anecdata, right? 80% of CEOs expect to employ more rather than less people because of AI. When you have economies that are dominated by old people, they save too much. They don't spend enough. The growth rate lags. They all care about inflation. They don't care about growth. They don't care about future investment. So your productivity plunges. This is happening in all the OECD countries. The only way to get your productivity up, because you need that to be richer over time, is if you basically introduce tech. It's just a question of how you do it. Just as nobody in this day and age should be walking up a ladder and moving prosciutto around for 10 years because they'll be on workers' comp for the rest of their lives. There are loads of jobs that we don't need to do that could be doing way more efficiently. And the productivity gains from that can be enormous. The only question is the distorted politics of that. Who gets the returns to robots? What exactly happens with monopoly and concentration? And that's exactly the right issues to be thinking about and fighting about. They're the issues for the millennials to fight on. The boomers don't even understand the issues.